Hey guys, it's Saturday here at Kiwi Classics and Customs. Now, Steve-O's working on his old 54. Normally I'd be working on the Alpine on a Saturday, but this old girl needs some love. It's been getting really cold here, like winter's starting to bite, and I'm driving 20 minutes to work and back, and we've got some big holes in the driver's side floor, and it's kind of firing an Arctic breeze, which, you know, into the cab and just blasts right up my South Pole, shall we say, and it gets pretty uncomfortable. So we're going to take a day off from the Alpine and get some floor pans in. I got some floor pans from AMD, so they're just ready to be trimmed down. So let's have a look, and I'll show you what why it's become a pressing issue, shall we say. So yeah, like we got some big holes going on. There was a rubber mat in there with some, you know, had holes in it as well, but yeah, it was kind of blasting up through here and over there. Yeah, it's time. So what I want to do today is just show you a quick repair. We're not going to get fancy and exotic and try and make it all invisible, but we still want it to be functional and solid and safe. So we're going to blast this pan out today. And drive it. The plan is to drive it home again, because this is how I got here. So yeah, I'm going to start cutting. We'll do a rough cut, like to get rid of all the bad stuff. Obviously we've already been here and got the seat out and the mats and stuff like that, so cleaned up a little bit. So I'm going to buzz in here with the cut-off wheel, cut this chunk out, and start whittling down the repair panel. The repair panel goes up quite high. We don't need to go all that way up. It comes back to here, and we're going to need all of that, and it comes up quite high on this little transmission tunnel, so we'll probably trim it down here a bit, because it's solid here. It's just there, and all the way there. So yeah, I'm going to go grab the cut-off wheel, start cutting. That's better. So it's all kind of hanging out there. It's still spot welded on in a couple of spots. Kind of have to chisel those out and probably grab an air saw and to cut right into the side of the A pillar here, because the cut-off wheel won't get in there. But yeah, fairly aggressive for a first cut, but not my first rodeo either. I'd suggest kind of sneaking up on it a little bit, give yourself a chance to see a little bit more of what's going on. So alright, I'm going to get that out of the way, and we'll be back. Okay, so there's the replacement panel kind of dropped in there once we've got the rest of the old rusty metal out. We did do a quick trim, took this off the top edge, because the clutch push rod goes through about here, and the e-brake cable goes through about here, so that's all fine, that's staying. So in order to fit this in, we just had to do a quick cut of that. I've been underneath and done a little scribe on the underside onto the back of this panel to give us an idea of how much overlap we've got in places. I'm going to just sharpie a little bit up here where I couldn't get where that brace is under there, that we had to chisel it off, but this will also this gives you quite a good visual of kind of where you're at. And you can start trimming. I like to try and trim it, 2 or 3 bites at it, to make sure because what you don't want to do is trim too much off. So yeah, as you can kind of see there, we're overlapping still up the front there by, what's that, probably 3.5 inches. Quite a bit up the side here on the tunnel, so we can lose quite a bit of this. Shrink this panel down, and it'll start to, as you get it closer to the right size, it drops in nicer. So I'm going to keep whittling, and I'll be back in a moment. Okay, so this is about probably done about 4 trims on this now, just getting it smaller and smaller. and it's about ready. Drilled some plug weld holes that are going to tie it into this, because that is actually the front cab mount, so that's fairly important. So that's going to drop in there. That fits like that. It's all sitting over metal, which is nice, over the plug welds. And you can see this panel was up to here. You see what's left of the little Sharpie, the original Sharpie line. So yeah, we've taken it down a long way. Up the front here, the original, well, the first cut was up here, then it kind of went here, and we got it like down where I want it now. So it drops in really nice. I mean, that's pretty much touching all the way around. You know, you've got a little wee gap in the front corner there that you probably can't see, but that's going to be a matter of getting some welds in it and then just tapping it into shape, that last little 3/16 of an inch to get it exactly where you want it. But that's all looking good now. So yeah, I'm going to break out the welder. I've acid treated it all, so you know that's also acts as a weld through primer, so that's taken care of. Yeah, time to start burning it in. Back in a mo. Okay, there she is, all welded in. That's, you know, that's a good repair. Okay, you know, we've overlapped it only by about ½ an inch around the perimeter with all the little trimming that we did. So yeah, it'd be nice to butt weld it and do all that, but I mean, it's a work truck. So this is a good, clean, solid way of repairing the floors in your truck. We'll go around underneath, we'll put it up on the rack at you know, tomorrow or Monday, and you know, seal the edges where we've got the overlaps with some seam sealer, make it look a bit pretty and seal the moisture out of it. So yeah, we didn't start this venture till probably about 10:30 this morning. A bit slow getting started. We got partied a bit last night. So yeah, and I think it's about 4 o'clock now. So this is kind of a day job, pretty easy. And that's just cruising too. That's not going all out, and it was helping Steve a little bit. And so yeah, it wasn't a particularly difficult job. Made a lot easier by AMD. I've got to tell you, that panel fit very well. That needed just the slightest little bit of tap and push in a few places. But other than that, it was right on the money. So their stuff's good. So yeah, we got all that, and we also managed to do a little repair down here where we had a little bit of the A pillar was rusted. So we got a repair in there. So now we've got a little lip here that we can hang the weather seal on. So you know, there was a little bit of structural repair as well as the floor pan. Oh yeah, there you have it, guys. It doesn't always have to be SEMA quality, you know, Detroit Autorama quality. You just need it to work, and this works, and it's safe and it's solid. So there you have it. All right, guys, have a good one, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care.